you know they always say like he's a 2 but he's funny. Then it becomes
Then he
like
becomes
he's an 8.
Wow.
But if he's an 8 and he's funny, right? I feel like he's a serial
16.
killer.
Oh.
No, like why is he so perfect?
Yeah, you cannot be good looking
And funny.
Understand.
What are you trying to do? Guys, this is totally my joke. Why is the mushroom the life of the party?
Why?
Because he's a fun guy.
Oh, I wonder who the fun guy is here
It's
today.
us today.
Anyway, welcome back to the Hot Pot, where we hop into different transitions in life. I'm Q.
I'm Nick.
I'm Joey.
And I cannot breathe. Hi, my name is Ming Yue.
Oh, so you are the fun guy.
Fun guy.
I'm so confused.
That's bad. That's bad.
We have Ming here with us today.
Hey.
What a
Please
place.
introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Ming Yue. I am Malaysian. I'm a content creator and I also do stand-up comedy. We also do shows that some people may have watched on TikTok or YouTube. It's like Red Flag, Sip and Spill. We have a podcast as well. That's why I'm very impressed with this podcast setup and studio. Good job, guys. Amazing.
See, our studio is the biggest in Singapore.
It's the biggest podcast studio I've seen in Singapore.
That's why you said we are the best podcast in Singapore.
100%.
Yeah.
Best podcast.
Look at that, guys.
Where can I sign up? What?
You're here already.
Yes.
Permanent guest.
Correct. Yes.
I love that the first thing that you said was that you are Malaysian.
Yeah,
there's-
have to.
I don't think we have any other guests come and then like, hi, I'm Singaporean.
Oh, we had Maggie. We had Maggie here.
Maggie did
No,
not
she
say
didn't.
Maggie, what are you doing?
She's not representing.
Yeah, right. Come on. No, gotta let them know. Malaysians, we're here. We're here.
Okay, so that brings us to today's topic. We are going to be talking about when do jokes and humor cross the line. Ming, you are known as quite a funny guy. So do you think that being funny is a big part of who you are?
That's a deep ass question.
Like
for
if
the first
someone
one.
come and ask you like,
Yeah.
what is your best trait? Will you be like, I'm quite funny?
I'll say my calves. I think my calves are quite nice.
Can show?
Genetically blessed.
No, I think
Not
just
bad,
because
no, yeah.
you can't really see now.
Yeah.
Can see the
Later,
shape.
Can
thank you.
see the bulbous.
Yes. Yeah, that's the word I want people to use
Is
when
it
they
you
see my
tiptoe a
calves.
lot?
Huh?
Is it you tiptoe a lot?
Wow, that was good. That's a good question.
A tall person
That's a
thing
great
to
question.
say.
then your calves were...
I think there was just this period of time where I walked a lot when I was in England. And like every day to walk to class, it was half an hour. So I walked 1 hour every day. And then there was like overdeveloped calves. To get back to the
analysed before,
question,
yeah.
That's what guys talk about.
honestly, yes.
You tiptoe a lot, bro. Your cups.
Do you bounce when you walk?
Is it part of your
I'm
regimen?
gonna like just keep laughing throughout this whole
Yeah.
episode. Okay.
I think being funny, I guess it is. I think it runs in my family because my dad is, if you meet my dad's really funny. And I think that's where my brother and I both got it. And that's why we started doing YouTube videos. And essentially a lot of the genres that we kind of played around in was definitely humor, comedy, that kind of stuff. So I think it is a big trait of who I am. I think there was a part of my life where I told Ming Han, I was like, I don't want to be known as the funny guy anymore. And this is a real thing. Like we sat down and I was like, hey man, I don't want to do funny stuff anymore. Give me serious roles for this next season. But that didn't work out. So
Yeah,
here
so,
we are.
So did you try to rebrand for a while?
We did. And then we did this like series that we shot in Korea with this actress Ko Yit. And I was supposed to be, I was the main lead. Turned out to be comedy as well. Cannot run. Some things you just cannot run from.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, how would you describe your brand of humor? Because you know got like the dad jokes, then got like the dark
Dry
humor,
humor.
then
Yes.
got dry humor.
Oh, I think I'm very observational based. I think most of my humor is really I see things that happen in life, I remember them, and then I just tell you or retell it, and then inject my own brand into it. I feel like that's the most relatable kind.
Yeah.
Because things happen around.
Actually, just 1-2 months ago, I went for a comedy show featuring Ming. It was the Cross Causeway one. And then you guys debate about whether Singaporeans or Malaysians are better, right?
Yes.
I'm in the middle because I love both countries.
Okay.
But do you think Singaporeans' humor is good?
Whoa, that's
no
a...
pressure, no pressure. It's just a lot of
Do I
Singaporeans
think...
watching.
Okay, you have to phrase this question properly.
Singaporeans funny?
Isolated question, yes. I think Singaporeans are funny. But whether I'm laughing at you or with you is completely different thing. I think Singaporeans are funny. I find that I laugh at Singaporeans way more than I laugh with Singaporeans.
We laugh at ourselves quite a lot. Also.
Who are some of the funniest Singaporeans to you guys?
YOLO. I think YOLO is so funny.
YOLO is a restaurant.
He's a-
or- okay.
He does like
He's a
internet
very
memes.
Okay.
deadpan vibes.
Deadpan
Okay.
humor.
I think Ben damn funny.
Ben
King.
Oh,
Ben King.
Yeah. His branding is Renaissance Man.
Wow.
Singer, can do comedy,
He
Oh,
really
the
loves
SEO
Ben.
is
He
good,
loves
man.
Ben.
Renaissance man. He
can
really
do
is, ah.
comedy, can sing, can do theatre,
funny,
can act,
can swim.
can swim.
Wow, can do NDP, write for NDP.
Yeah.
Develop them good, oh. Small
Yeah.
market. Oh. I think for me, funniest Singaporeans I know, Ben definitely is one of them. I think there's a lot of trauma, and I think it manifests in humor. Jackie
Jackie's
Ng,
hilarious.
he's one of the
Jackie
stand-up
is
comedians in
funny.
Singapore. He is one of my favorite acts. He's insane. Like he's unhinged. I love him. I love him so much. I think maybe different based on the English crowd that I go around in. I think because I'm a minority in Malaysia, it translates very easily and easier for me to relate to Singaporeans, both the Chinese and non-Chinese here. So that's something I enjoy. But I think maybe sometimes some of the jokes that I tell or some of the material that I do on pure Singaporean like Chinese crowds, they don't really get it.
Is it?
And so, for example, like the comedy Causeway night, right? Like Hersey kept scolding us because we were speaking in Bahasa, and I used a lot of Bahasa, but I purposely wanted to appeal to like to the Malay crowd because we are from Malaysia, so we were going for.
I was
maybe-
asking my Malay
to
friends,
translate for you?
Sorry, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah. No, but I enjoyed it.
Oh,
still.
okay, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. Yeah, but it's fun. I really enjoy Singaporean crowds.
Do you find Singaporean humor easy to understand?
I think there is a realm that exists that is really, really Singaporean, which I enjoy as well. So I think one of my favorite TikTokers is the one he opened the door then scold his children. And
Tommy.
Tommy. I really like him.
Oh.
I think he's funny as heck, and his stuff, right? I feel is very Singaporean. I enjoy that. I
Yes.
think those are very nuanced Singaporean things. If you don't know anybody from Singapore or you're not like in the country, you have no idea what's going on.
But it's such a good like kind of sneak peek into what daily life in Singapore is like. Yeah.
If you have humor that's localized to the geographic location you are, you will do very well. So I think because I come to Singapore so much, I know about the different areas and then the whole housing situation and the cars. And if you can inject that into like the material that you have, it becomes a lot more relatable.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the material that I do here is about the Singaporean life and how we compare it to Malaysians and the struggles that we have as well. I think that's the fun part about doing it as well.
Do you find that Singaporeans take themselves a bit too seriously?
With zero judgment, right? They're very self-conscious because, again, high excellence achieving standards, right? So because they have these standards that they have to live up to, they have to carry themselves in a certain way. And so that's why, like, from the clothes they wear, the way they speak, the way, like, all your posts are curated, right? It's always thinking about, what are the optics looking like when I do something?
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel that kind of pressure on them makes them a bit more like, you cannot look like you dropped the ball. You have to look like you are always on it, kind of thing,
It's always what will people think. And it's almost like your parents put their responsibility on you also, ma. What will they think of our family? What will their mother say about you, which will then translate to
Yes.
how we raise you?
Yeah.
Is it the same in Malaysia?
No,
though?
we definitely have that in Malaysia as well. I mean, it's very prevalent, especially in, I think it's an Asian culture thing. But I think in Singapore more so because it's more pressure. In Malaysia, it's like, you lose at the end of the day, whatever, bro. It's like, lepak, weh. But I think in Singapore, one thing that I respect is that spirit of excellence. And then, but because of that as well, it translates into very, very different sort of ways of how people end up, I guess, beating themselves up when they don't meet that level.
So since we were talking about how Singaporeans portray themselves, right? Do you think that good sense of humor makes someone more attractive?
Oh, 100%. I think if a person is not funny, like they should just not be married to.
Not exist.
Just,
Oh.
no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Then all the unfunny people get married.
Wow.
Not bad lah.
Actually, yeah lah. I mean, no, if you can find someone who thinks you're funny, then good
Correct.
set jalan.
Yeah.
Correct.
go,
Humor is very
go.
subjective,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
They always say like he's a 2 but he's funny. Then it becomes
Then he
like,
becomes
he's an
an 8.
Wow.
But if he's an 8 and he's funny, right? I feel like he's a serial
16.
killer.
Oh.
No, like why is he so
What?
perfect?
Yeah, you cannot be good looking
And funny.
Understand.
What are you trying to do?
No.
Yeah. How dare you?
Confirm
Yeah,
got some
really,
issues.
something is wrong.
Baggage.
Yeah.
Either the toenail too long.
Or the
But you
toenail
like what?
smelly.
No, I like my own smell, guys. Stop.
Oh.
Don't spread
She
rumors.
like her
I don't
own-
sniff other people.
Sorry,
We
sorry.
don't say anything. We don't say
Sorry for
anything.
gaslighting you about your toenails.
About your toenail smells.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I feel like even in a social situation, in a big group, like orientation, for example, where you're trying to make friends,
Wow.
someone says
Orientation.
something. Okay, lah.
Very
act young
specific,
lah.
yeah,
We
yeah.
cosplay young people a bit.
Cosplay young people.
Like in a big group setting, someone says something funny and you think it's so funny and you bond on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Immediately you're like, okay, I can vibe with this person.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Like, I think humor might lead you guys to being very good friends. And then being good friends means best friends, then best friends fall in love.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then laci.
Lachis.
Laci is
Laci is
tang
like,
action.
Oh,
Kiss,
wow!
kiss,
I'm
ah.
learning new
Kiss,
things
kiss.
today, and this is
Yeah.
Laci, not laci. Laci is rubbish. Then laci is like make out with tongue.
Yeah.
lachi in Malay is drawer.
Oh,
Lachi.
you can
Laci.
laci in a drawer. Eh?
You cannot.
No,
It's a
you
big
cannot.
drawer.
Yeah.
No,
big
then
drawer.
Lati is usually like chanted at people.
Laci.
Laci,
Laci,
like that.
laci.
And it's like asking them to make out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so next time if you
Wow.
hang out with your friends, right, you want them to make out laci, you like that. Okay.
Laci.
Malaysians will be like, why are you shouting drawer, bro? Do y'all find that your partners are funny?
Yeah, she's quite funny.
Okay.
But I think more importantly, she find me funny.
That's
Right.
No.
important.
No, but isn't that like you just want your ego to be boosted?
I think some people need that.
I need
I need a reaction.
Okay, I recently finally hung out with like Jess and Nick. We had like a double date situation
Okay.
recently.
Who
And
is funnier? Based on your opinion.
I love Jess.
Okay, I guess
No,
we
no,
got
I
an answer.
think-
She's low key funny.
Jess is really funny, right? But I think when Nick is doing something ridiculous, she'll look at him and laugh. And she enjoys it. And
Hey,
I'm
that's
like,
good.
that's important.
Actually, on that note, right? How come some people like they just not funny? Why they don't try?
This is my favorite podcast ever,
Very,
honestly.
like, why are people not funny?
It's very,
Why?
very powerful questions.
Like sometimes I meet some people, right? And then I'm like, why are you like this?
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
do you not just like be humorous?
Oh my god.
No, as in like you find them not like their failure to attempt to be funny and entertaining is putting you off
Yes.
or what?
So sometimes I just like, okay, come, wait, I'm waiting for you to tell me a joke. Then
No, but-
they like never tell me a joke.
But you cannot.
Suddenly you're just waiting or what?
Like
you got
in the conversation,
express
lah,
oh.
I feel like this is a very serious conversation. It's time for you to lighten the mood. Oh, you're not gonna lighten the mood. Let me try and lighten the mood. I
time
tell
for
you a joke.
to lighten the mood. Wow, this
Then
expectation is good.
It's like you never lighten the mood, never mind. Then when I try to lighten the mood, you don't laugh. How dare you?
I'm so sorry that this is your first time meeting us.
It's powerful.
This
I'm-
is your first impression.
This is amazing.
You sure you want to leave this impression?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
I'm just
Now I
being
know
real.
how that if I hang out with you, I have to navigate the conversation
Yeah.
in a dynamic manner.
Yeah.
All right. So then you will be entertained, and you'll be like, "Wow, the mood is lightened."
It's the ebb and flow.
yeah. It's
right?
truly. It's true.
Trying
It's
to
true.
sense, is it?
No, you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
there to entertain actually.
Yeah.
You're not there to be friends.
Yeah. Don't talk unless there's entertainment value inside.
Right.
Okay, wait, but I do have to say, but some people have different kinds of personalities, right?
Yes.
Like there's the charismatic person, there's the quiet person, then there's the funny person. You can't expect everyone to be funny. If everyone's funny, then
Who's laughing?
yeah, who's
But actually,
then who's
funny
like
people
everyone's
also laugh
normal.
lah, right? Yeah lah.
He laughing lah.
Yeah lah. Cause he thinks he's very funny.
I think you're very funny. Legit, you're very funny.
Funniest
pretending
and
or
best
what?
podcast
No, for real,
in
for real.
Singapore.
I think I would rather hang out with someone who's not funny than someone who thinks they're funny but they're not. Wow, that one I slap them
That one
and
I also
their
don't
mother.
like.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
hey guys, you know. Then
Yeah, then like shut up, bro.
Yeah, then the
Oh
joke
my
like
god,
flops.
yeah.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
they set the bar very high, they're like, oh my god, guys, I love dark humor. Then the dark humor not that dark.
Yeah, or like a bit too dark. like not socially.
I like it when it's a
You
bit
know what
too
it
dark.
is? It's your delivery. It's just the way that you say it.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
Disdain.
It's just, there's a bit of disgust in
Yeah.
it, and it's too dark.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
So then when you're like date, do you look for attractive do you look
Let's
for
ask Ming
funny
first.
people?
I think like for me, like my fiance, she's damn funny. And it's not just to me kind. But because she's not an extrovert, I think it's contextually more. I guess you only find it in
I get
different
it,
contexts,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
But for me, she's like freaking hilarious, and I think that's one of the reasons why we got along so well as well. Humor always disarms people, right? And so that's why you have easier conversations with somebody you laugh with. But then also, I think like y'all were saying just now as well, you cannot be both people fighting to be funny, right? Like there has to be kind of like that breathing, the ebb and flow.
The ebb and flow.
Yeah.
How many times? Take a shot every take a tiger shot.
Tiger
every
shot.
time someone
Yeah.
says ebb and flow.
If both partners can sort of find that dynamic where they're like, oh yeah, this is something that we both can laugh at, and if it's yourselves, even better.
Do you think that if one person stops being funny. In a long-term relationship, it gets boring.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Imagine your partner who used to make you laugh suddenly is like upset about everything, cannot make a joke of any situation.
Right.
Like when you need cheering up, they're not there. They're like, you know what, your life sucks. It's just like,
Oh, yeah.
Then how
then
do you navigate that?
How do you navigate that? Then it's not funny anymore. You're gonna start finding joy somewhere else.
Yeah.
You're gonna drift.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
You go watch your own videos and then be like, hey, wow, I didn't funny.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. God.
Same.
God.
He always
I think there are
watch
some.
the podcast where he talk, then he laugh.
Yeah. It's good. I think
Yeah.
there needs to be an appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff I watched back, I'm like, wow, damn funny. So like, not all. You gotta be critical.
Yeah.
But then some of it, when you know it's quality, right? You're like, wow, this one fire.
Have you ever seen a past joke that you made online or on a YouTube video? Then you're like, I need to be better next time. Then
Oh,
you
100%.
think of like a new joke
100%,
because of
100%.
that.
Or you cannot repeat.
Ooh, there's a very, very good point. When I started doing stand-up, right,
Yeah.
and until today, I try to record all my sets. So even if it's a short one or a long one, I'll just kind of like just record the entire thing. And then from there, you look at stuff, you play back, and you be like, oh, I need to workshop this one. This one needs to be tighter. I don't like this one. I'm gonna drop it entirely. And then you kind of just gotta work around it. I think being a content creator before doing stand-up, I have this very bad habit which doesn't exist in the stand-up comedy world. You make a video one time, you put it online, you never revisit it again. Right? Like for example, let's say you do a trend, right? You do the trend one time, you're done already. With stand-up comedy, that can't be the case because you gotta sharpen it until it's like super tight, right? So I had this terrible phase, and I still am trying to learn from it, is that I will do a set, and then I'm like, wow, okay, I perform it one time, and then I'm like, I don't want to repeat this anymore. And then I write a completely new set. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, I already done that. What for I do it again? Then I get bored and angry at myself because I'm repeating it. But then I realized, right, even if I do it 5 more times, there's always going to be a new bunch of people in the audience who've never heard it.
Yep.
Then I'm like, wow, this is painful. And that's why I wrote so much. Because like as content creator, you write one time, move on to the next.
Yeah.
I wrote so much content in 1 year that I went and asked, I guess like seasoned like veterans, and asked them like, what's your writing process like? And they would tell me like, wow, you write a lot. For someone so new, you've written way more than what is expected of. So I'm like, oh, I guess this is the content creator background. Because we like volume, right, and speed.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to make this something new and everything. I don't like repeating stuff. That was a big lesson.
How much mileage do your sets get like before you need to switch it up?
Oh, this one also, I don't think there's a proper answer. I think how some comedians do it is that they'll do it by milestones. So for example, like this entire year, I have this set. I do a big special. I stage it there. I don't touch them anymore. For me, I'm still navigating that because I think I do a lot of crowd work. And so depending on what I find from the crowd, I will take something that has existed already and then put it and kind of add on to the
Because
show.
the other day I saw a clip, right, of a comedian that was on TikTok. So he told a joke. Then the first time I heard it, I was like, wow, it's damn funny. Then after that, I saw another clip on a separate show, right, of the same joke. Then straight away, it like...
Why would he post it 2 times?
It
Maybe
like,
other people post.
yeah, other people post or what lor. Then it devalued like
Oh.
how funny I find him.
This is why comedians don't like people to upload videos at shows.
Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah. Because it's like you pay to go and watch this ma.
Oh, exclusive.
And then
Yeah.
you post. It's not like songs you can listen tons of times, right? The effect of the joke is like you see one time, you laugh, no more.
I like to revisit bits.
Bits.
Yeah, like if I find something funny, I can watch it 10 times
That's
and I'll
good.
still
You
find it
are the
funny.
target demographic.
But I get it. If it's a different show,
Yeah.
I'll be like, why you say?
Okay, so
Yes,
If
yes,
it's the
yes,
same
yes.
show, same setting, I
They
know
also
when
okay
the
lah.
laugh is coming. I know when the punchline is
Okay,
coming. I'm
okay.
like, I'm waiting
Yes.
for it. It's funny.
the
Yes, yes.
context was that this was Jimmy Carr.
I
Then
love
he
Jimmy
was
Carr.
responding to a heckler. So then he had like a comeback to one heckler. Then on a separate show, another heckler, he used the same comeback for that heckler. So then it suddenly feels like, oh, it's not very
It's a strategy,
impromptu.
yes.
It's like he didn't have anything to say. So then
He repeat lah.
yeah, he repeat.
Wow.
Actually, you can tie back to real life. Sometimes when your friends like keep saying the same joke, then
He also scold them.
I just
No,
like,
it's a
No,
bit like
he will just
as in
give
we
a very
laugh the
disdain
first
look.
time, the
A bit
second time,
disgusted,
but like 10
Yeah,
times
third time.
I a bit like not funny.
Will y'all call out your friends like, not funny already?
I've seen the call out happen.
Hey,
Then everybody like that, like,
oh wow, drop the mood straight.
yeah.
Now, how to call out without sounding rude?
Hey, getting old lah, try again. Like there are some friends who will like
getting old,
say it like hey, the joke getting old lah, a bit lah.
Oh,
But a bit
good,
hurtful,
direct,
eh?
we direct.
A bit hurtful.
A bit
No, but it's
hurtful.
like
I'll be hurt.
oh really?
How?
Yeah,
So you want direct?
very
Someone
mean.
said
How
that
will you
to
do it?
someone.
I don't know.
in
That's why
front
I'm
of
asking
me.
for solutions.
I will do
eh.
it with a very like painful laugh.
Oh,
Like,
then
you-
you hope that they get it.
Then like you be like,
You must do it like
Yeah.
a bit of this. Like, it was funnier like the first 10 times.
Wow, that's
Oh
quite
shit,
burn.
that's quite mean eh.
Mine,
No, but it's like funny.
mine
Will
is
be hurt.
wah ...
In
That's good.
person.
No,
I
in
like that.
person,
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
person.
So then someone will be like, tell the joke already, and then
Wow.
wow. Then I just move on.
Yeah. I think that's good. I think that's good.
So you're just trying to make them more self-aware without saying the truth.
Correct. Yeah, you have to make them work a bit.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
understand.
Question part! Hey, you got
You
shout.
never shout.
I mouthed it. I mouthed it.
I love that. The
Thank you.
idea.
Am I holding
idea
me
of-
dub over?
yes.
If you could turn any activity into a competitive sport, what would it be? Damn. I think diarrhea would be a really interesting one to
I just
watch.
diarrhea today.
Eh, go
Hey,
go
TMI.
Malaysia.
Competitive diarrhea.
TMI.
Yeah, because I mean,
How you structure that?
I see levels. So different categories
Sound,
also.
splat.
Ah,
Can clean with one flush or
Consistency?
not?
Then
Smell.
with
Correct.
laxatives, without laxatives.
Ah. see?
Duration also.
no, they're performance enhancement, so we don't know.
Right.
So it depends. I think the obvious answer would be sleeping or eating. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like something that people really like. Wow. Oh,
Passionate
shit.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine you have explosive diarrhea, right? And then like the competition is how far the splatter is,
Wow.
right?
Oh, like the spread,
canvas. Then you see like, wow.
Would you rather publicly call out an influencer you don't like,
Wow.
He
or
will never.
accidentally send your parents your nudes?
Wow.
News lah, just send the news. Send the news.
No, like he will probably do
Just
one.
call out the influencer lah.
It's not that hard.
On
What the hell?
TikTok?
Yeah.
Like you film yourself?
Oh.
You must film yourself.
Yeah, okay lah, sure.
Give example.
What is the correct way to hang toilet paper? Over or under?
Oh my god. That's
Over.
only
I say over lah.
okay. Correct. Oh
Correct,
my God.
right?
Over only.
But you hang under what?
Oh no, last time I hang under, then they
What?
scold me.
Your
Okay.
mother scold you, not we scold
My
you.
mother and they scold
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Then I think like 2024 was like growth. Growth for me. So I just try to be better. So
Wow.
I hang over now.
I'm so proud of
What
you.
was that moment that you're like, you know what? Today is the day.
A diarrhea.
Would you rather your partner have bad breath or bad body odor?
breath
Bad
or bad
body
body
odor
odor?
lah.
You would rather bad body odor.
Yeah.
Can cover ma.
Can
No, she like.
You
Okay.
rather.
She like the
I
smell.
like smelly smells, but
What? Sorry, can we
She like the
stop there?
bau.
What?
you don't like bau. You got sometimes like dig your belly button and smell.
Okay, this is a new one.
About under your.
What's
your,
happening in Singapore?
What about the big toenail?
The big toenail smell.
No, you dig, then got the.
The juice.
No,
No.
not juice. It's dry. Mine's
No, I mean
It's
the cream
clumpy at
cheese.
best.
The
Yeah.
cream cheese.
Yeah.
I don't smell it.
then how you know it's cream cheese?
Cause like when you cut and then you see like, wow, why got so much?
Then you
Then
never
throw lah.
Yeah.
Hiya. Anyway, bad body odor.
Yeah, she like.
How do you all glaze past this? Like then it's nothing. It's crazy.
Is it tiring being funny? Like, do
Wow.
people expect you to be funny all the
This
time?
one.
Oh, yeah.
On bad days even.
Oh, you're good. Some good questions, man. Damn.
Hey, hello,
Uh,
everyone, please. You all got here or not?
This podcast good,
question,
Best
ah.
podcast in?
In yes.
Where?
Yes, huh?
Southeast
where?
Asia.
Wow.
Hey, well done.
Is it? It can be. I think sometimes when you are having a long day or when you are off stage and then people expect that sort of like energy and presence, sometimes it's just not the correct time. As weird as they come, as smelly as they are as well. Sometimes,
You
wow.
got smell.
Sometimes, oh my god,
Okay.
can go blind at the smell.
Wow.
Sometimes, if you made the effort to approach me, to talk to me, to say hi, I will meet you with that same level of I guess the effort, energy. I'm sorry.
Cannot match.
When I scold people is when I'm doing stand-up comedy.
Oh.
So if you're heckling, if you make noise, if you do stuff that is like unwarranted, then I will come for you. Yeah, because then that's my realm.
I feel like now in the stand-up world, especially on TikTok, right, people want the hecklers because they want the moments to post.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
the etiquette,
Yeah. These aren't tough.
Like if I go to your show, when do I know? Okay, now I
I
can.
was just
heckle.
so Joachim this morning brought up this, right, and he mentioned that there are some comedians dealing with hecklers in the audience, and he brought the fact that some of them feel too planted.
Yes.
Because it's so
Yeah,
like, wow, how come there's an entire arc to it,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think some of them are planted. I'm not saying that all of them are. I think maybe some of them are because the entertainment value is still there. I'm not taking away from the fact. But hecklers in general, I think people like the idea that this is raw and unfiltered and unscripted. That's why it goes viral.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why people are looking to either be the one to instigate it as the audience or as the comedian, I want to bank on it. So that's why I think like heckling in shows are hit or miss. I know for a fact that Jason Leong hates hecklers. Like we were doing a show in JB, and this guy from Singapore, I think, was heckling, and Jason was pissed, and he just called him out in the middle of the set. Hey, bro, you come to the show, shut up, listen. And I'm like, good.
Love that.
Good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Have you had to deal with hecklers before?
Oh yes, my God.
Then
I
how?
was telling this story online on radio as well. I was doing a show in this beautiful vintage car garage.
Oh.
Right, in KL. Beautiful place. So there was like about 100 people there, and then there was this couple who was drunk as shit. Okay, and then like even throughout the night, other comedians were doing their stuff. They would like speak and respond, which is fine. You can, laugh and haha, yeah, but they were like top of their lungs. Jesus Christ! I'm like, so I was like, okay, cool. You do what you want, right? But it kept on going to the point where the audience was sick of it. The comedians were sick of it, the organizer was sick of it. And I closed the show that night, and I went up and they were still at it. And at that point, people were sick of their shit, man. So I was telling a joke, and then I purposely said something wrong, and then she corrected me. So I said, okay, thank you. Then later on, she kept talking as well. Got to a point where I'll stop and I look at her. You want to weigh in on this? Then everyone look, and then they'll laugh because they're just so noisy. After the snapbacks, a couple of times, they shut up already.
Okay. They should just leave. I mean, if they're
They
not
really
enjoying
should.
it. Yeah.
They really. Oh man, I love it. Some people.
You got plant hecklers before?
Not yet. I
The
think
7
yet.
December show?
Hey, can I
I
do?
think he free so
I
I
wanna
was gonna
do.
say I
Okay.
think he should be a
If you
heckler.
ever need a Singaporean Chinese heckler,
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like you would do it very organically.
I try lah.
No, because
the,
like
that one
The disdain
the
already
disdain
there.
is naturally there.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
there already.
Like
It's-
even if I plant you and then you do right, I think emotionally I'll still I still shocked, Hey,
yeah.
Hey, sorry. Is it my timing wrong?
wait, I thought we practiced this already.
Oh my goodness.
I don't mind I think, but even our show Sip and Spill that we have on TikTok, a lot of people ask if like these stories are seeded beforehand, planted beforehand. No man, I really enjoy it because that's very like you come and tell story.
How do you draw the line between being funny and being offensive?
Wow,
Yeah.
banger, man. These questions. I think being offensive is when it comes from a condescending place. It's very easy to offend someone when you look at them and be like, I'm better than you, and then I just kind of say stuff. I don't care what you feel about it. That's not my brand of humor. I'm not saying that I don't offend people. I very obviously do. One of the best examples was earlier this year, I did a collab with Pantry Boy, Singaporean food creator, right? And this was like our first collab, and he was like, Ming, bring me to eat some food in KL. I'm like, bro, done. I got you, bro. And so I brought him to a nasi lemak shop, and the video opened up with a bit, right? He was like, where's the best nasi lemak place? I heard it's here and here. Then I said, then literally the line, all I said was, I think your mother dropped you when you're a baby. Right? Then he loved it. He was like, he laughed. He's
quite funny.
like, bro, we need to do that again. So we did that again, right?
Yeah.
The comment section, people were like, why do you have to be so rude? So I'm like, I didn't say your mother dropped you.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So his
she did
mother
lah,
dropped
but
him what?
His mother, right? So it's very interesting because sometimes offending people is S and how one.
Yeah.
I thought
Don't
you were
see
gonna
yourself.
say people angry that you say that's the best nasi lemak.
Yeah,
That one
also
also,
got-
Sounds about right,
also
right?
got.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be
A
like
lot lah, bro.
Singapore.
Some of my
Malaysia.
favorite comments is like someone say stupid dog eat dog food.
Oh,
Wow, that one I'm like, who
I
is the
like
dog?
when people play dog.
Wow,
Damn
I
funny.
love.
No.
I reply.
No.
Yeah, same.
I reply. Wow, wow.
Correct.
Wow, I love.
So it's just hard to gauge, like,
can't lah.
subjective,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
some people just are
You can
just
do
more
anything and still
sensitive.
offend somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like anytime that you are putting yourself out there, right, then there is the risk that you will offend somebody.
Oh yeah.
And it comes not just with like humor, but like even public speaking or like being in the spotlight.
People are very afraid of getting cancelled.
Yeah.
100%.
The
Yeah.
cancel culture here is real.
Oh
eh.
yeah, but also very fast one.
Yes.
Is it bad in Malaysia?
Malaysia
Cancel
not
culture?
as intense. I think because y'all eat through content very fast. So then you're like, no drama. Can make drama? One drama, hate this person. Cancel. Okay. Then next one, who should we cancel next? Very fast.
Or like KPI, like
It's like
one-
mass boring. Can make something. Malaysia is like, hey bro, what? You know? Slow, real slow.
Or is it cause like our benchmark for drama much lower than your?
No. Your drama damn high, bro.
I think
Is
our
it?
drama
You got catch
quite-
up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think
Crazy.
Okay, but let's take it back to normal life in general, right? Like because not everybody's a like famous, established stand-up comedian. Right?
I'm really not, but yes, okay.
No, I'm just saying for the camera.
Understand.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
But then in our daily lives, like socializing with friends and
Yeah.
dating also, how do you draw the line between what's funny and offensive? Because
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to show the person how funny you are,
Yeah.
but you cannot like, oh my
Yeah, I
shot.
know. No, I agree. I think humor sometimes, especially like good humor, tends to offend people. As much as you may not like to think of it that way, there is very like inoffensive humor, right? There's stuff that I would say is like, oh, very family friendly, very safe. That you can put up on TV, 100% approval, right? Those are great jokes. But I think good comedy tiptoes between that line of like, safe and not very safe, or like, what is slightly controversial, what is too controversial, right? And I think even in friend groups, when you're making jokes, sometimes you always have that one friend who says something too
much
out of line.
So we were at my friend's dad's funeral, and we were standing by the coffin, and then bunch of boys right? Then he was like, yeah lah, after all the hospital trips, like this time he was just one shot. Then I'm like, your father was one shot. You know what one shot means, right? In gaming, like one shot, then you will die already. Then we were like, oh, but because it's his father, right? Then we could laugh because he was laughing.
He own self say okay.
Own self can.
Correct.
Own self can.
But if someone else sit there,
Whoa, you have to beat him up.
correct.
You have to beat him up.
In
No,
front
I
of the
think
father.
By law.
close friends also maybe can.
Maybe.
Tough.
No, because they allow you to make jokes already.
Unless you have a personal relationship with the father, then maybe you can.
It depends on how long. Like I have a friend group, like all of them, their father passed away already. So like when we
Where you all meet each other? Like, is this a club or
oh
something?
we met at the funeral. You know the parlor got like different floor. No. So like when we sit, there was once we sat at a table, right? There was like that, and just so happened this side all the father died one. So we said, okay, father died one, sit here, then father.
Oh,
died one.
Okay. I think
Good.
I think they're okay.
Funny,
yeah,
right?
I think funny.
But I think new friend cannot say like this.
yeah.
Correct.
You think some people try to overcompensate
100%.
with humor?
They're looking for a response,
Yeah.
right? They're looking for, because you see like these people say the kind of stuff, right? If no one responds, wow, the embarrassment is real,
Yeah,
bro.
crushed, right?
You
They're
must
like,
watch their expression
yeah.
after. It's always
Because
like,
their eyes are darting. Like,
wanna say again?
Like after what I did your mother, then the eyes will, right?
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
no one gives them what they want, right? They'll be like, wow, I cannot do this anymore.
You think there is a general like common thing that people like these people are compensating for? Is it looks? I think sometimes if you're a bit too good looking, then very hard to be funny.
I agree.
right?
I agree.
Okay, for example, banking, right? You say he's funny, but
He's-
banking also good looking.
No, but he dare to look
make
like
himself look
to
stupid.
make himself look stupid.
Correct.
Yes.
You're saying the people who are a bit more cautious and like
Yeah,
They
or like if you
wouldn't-
like super put together, right? Then I will struggle to like
relate.
to
Correct.
relate. Okay, for example, right, like David Beckham.
David Beckham.
I don't think he's funny. And like I think if he tells jokes, I also won't think the jokes are funny.
Yeah, especially in that voice. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Maybe old school YouTubers like Ryan Higa and also Kev Jumper.
I love Kev.
They
I think
good
they're
looking.
good looking, yeah.
They
good
good looking,
looking.
right?
Kev is good
But then
looking.
they funny.
But they dare to look stupid.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. They let it look stupid, yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's the thing lah.
Okay.
You must dare to look stupid.
We found our answer.
Yeah.
Guys, you know I read something recently that humor is very directly linked with intelligence.
I agree with you.
Right?
You're so smart.
So I didn't want to say it.
You're
But
so
it's-
Oh, then you
intelligent.
professional
Oh my
comedian
God.
eh.
Hey,
Means you
shit.
professional smart person eh.
Whether
numbers
it's book
don't
smart
lie.
or street smart is different.
I would think so.
lah.
I would think so. Yeah. I would think street smart ultimately.
Weighs
Yeah.
that weighs more
Yeah,
in
yeah,
comedy.
yeah.
I would think so.
But yes, I think it's directly related.
Yeah.
Because I think your brains and neurons fire at a higher rate than a normal person, especially if you're doing crowd work stuff.
Right.
Because you're looking for responses, you're looking for what is it like in that moment that you can do a callback to.
Yeah.
That's why I think the whole art of stand-up comedy is it's such a battle on stage. Because when it comes to dance and singing, I'm not taking away from them. You practice it, you go up and you do it. Whether you're good or bad, right? You already predetermined. Right? You go up there and just do the same thing. But for stand-up comedy, right, it could be the exact same words, exact same material, but the way you deliver it changes the entire thing. And that room needs to be completely in tune with how you are presenting that bit as well. So I think that's why it's a lot more. It's difficult. It's very difficult.
But I think people really don't understand that comedy it's not just like, oh, you funny, very easy to be funny. What? Like a lot of
It's not,
comedians
yeah.
interject like politics
Yes.
and
Social
real
issues,
life
yeah.
social mental health issues,
Yeah.
but they do it with a lot of tact. So that it's not like I'm trying to teach you or like propaganda.
Yep.
It's like weaved
Yep.
in a very ebb and flow.
Wait, ebb and flow.
So you guys are the most knowledgeable lah.
Won't say lah.
Not
must
you
read
say
a
yourself,
lot,
but
right?
we say
Nah.
lah.
Must read a lot.
Cannot say. Don't say.
Must read a lot, right? Are funny people compensating for a certain insecurity?
100%.
Are you secretly sad?
They always say the funniest people are the saddest.
I think there's some element of truth in there. Not saying that I'm sad, but I think generally, like, same with all performing arts lah. There is a part of, and this exists in every human, right? There's a part of you that wants acceptance.
Yeah.
And you receive gratification from that approval of whoever's in front of you. So when you sing, yes, I want to put it out into the world to put my music, but you want to see the likes, the shares, the comments, right?
validation.
Same thing with stand-up comedy. It's just like it's instantaneous, and that's why it fills a void of a lot of people who are looking for approval, and that's why it's like, oh yeah, I want to. That's why a lot of people hunger for like, oh, I need to be there because I want to be laughed at or well received. Laughing is a positive emotion, right?
Yeah.
So then you have a very positive feeling associated.
Do you feel like you've ever felt that void?
This one I don't know if it's a thing, but apparently because I'm a middle child, so like we laugh about it and like, oh yeah, middle child syndrome, and then it manifests in this way, whatever. I have a very blessed childhood. I've had tough ones as well. I've had depression, I've had mental health stuff, but then all of that kind of culminates to what that has shaped my humor to be as well. Because I don't think you can be very funny if you've only had good times.
Like a perfect life,
Yeah.
right?
It's true.
Well, actually, I'm curious as well, right? For someone who's like the very essence of what you do revolves so much around interpersonal communication, right? Then when you are alone, how would you describe your inner voice, that mood? Are you very serious when you're alone? Are you introspective?
Wow, that's a great question.
Or are you like constantly like, haha, I'm so funny? Like,
That's good. That's healthy. I don't know if you realize that's really healthy. I'm a massive introvert. I really like being alone. I think I don't know. I have to ask my fiance like, what am I like when I'm alone with you? Like, I'm still a bit crazy.
She said a bit crazy.
Yeah, a bit crazy.
It's not like you're a totally different person.
No. I think I'm very similar on screen, on stage, and in real life. There's a very
That's great.
similar thread that runs through all. Yeah.
I mean, they say humor is like a coping mechanism, and I think it's true.
Yeah. When I read this one from the guide, I was like, oh, this is a very big thought, right? How do you be funny? And it's easy for charismatic people, right? Because you already command the room. A big part of humor is body language and the way that you speak or you tell something. And so that's why like the same joke could be told by two different people and only people laugh at one guy because of the way he is, right? But I think for this person, right, how does that person be funny if they're inherently very dry, very boring?
Yeah.
I had to think about that. I think I don't have a proper answer, but I would think that this person needs to figure out what makes them laugh.
yeah.
And then like you would tend to emulate the things that you enjoy. So if, for example, this person likes one style of humor, if this person really likes that jokes, then flirt yourself, see how people do it, and then mimic it. Because I think it's still good to have some sort of like
Practice.
like humor tools under your belt,
yeah.
so then you make conversations easier. It's great icebreakers anyway.
Even during presentations, right? In a very serious meeting, sometimes you just need to like throw in a
Yes,
joke to
yes.
just lighten things up.
Yeah.
I think there are some people who really don't try to be funny. They are
Yeah.
very serious, but somehow they're just
They're
very
just funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
and there are
yeah,
people
yeah.
who really try to be funny, right?
Yeah.
But because they're not funny and they're trying, it becomes funny. So funny is really very hard.
Yeah.
to-
Subjective.
to grasp.
It's
It's really
really
very
subjective.
subjective.
Yeah.
Try not to cross the line. As long as you are not hurting someone's feelings or making the joke at their expense, then laugh all you want.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Hot Pot. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Me Listen.
And subscribe to us if you haven't already.
And of course, huge thanks as well to Ming once again for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And keep a lookout for Ming. He'll be back in Singapore many times like in 2025,
Yes.
right? For more shows.
Yes, it's true.
You might even see me heckling from,
Yes.
from the
Yes.
crowd.
It's not planted, okay?
Real
If
one.
you see,
It's
let it
real
happen.
one. Yeah,
Real
just
one.
let it happen. Let it happen.
The
Join in.
Yeah, correct. The bank transfer after is just random.
Correct.
Random.
Because I owe him money. That's why.
Any
Okay?
context?
Thank
Hey, joking, joking.
Whoa! And on that note, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye! You know your earwax, if you smell first, it smells like wang
Joey,
wang.
hold up.
It smells like wang wang.
Wait, Ming, you don't talk
Smells
about...
like what?
Wang wang.
What the F is wang wang?
The
The rice
taste like
cracker,
wang
the
wang.
rice cracker, you know.
Oh, yes, I know wang
the
wang.
rice-
It smells like wang wang.
Smells like wang wang. Does not taste like wang wang, but
What
it smells
though?
like wang wang.
Okay, yours smells damn good then. Yours something else.
We're
Oh,
free,
shit.
but
I'm very curious. You and your friends don't talk about smelly smells?
I think we do. Probably in detail, but this is new to me.
Oh.
That publicly we tell people we dig our belly button and smell.
No,
That's
I'm
great.
not saying I do it. I'm
Oh,
just
you
saying
don't?
there are
I
people
was
who
under
do
the
it.
You
assumption.
do it, what?
Because you
Yeah,
say,
in the
you
privacy
never.
of my bed.
Okay.